Namaste, beautiful gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tyann Krumpa, and if you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Welcome, 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 everyone. Before I get into this beautiful divine feminine and divine masculine reading, I just have a few short announcements. First and foremost, I want to thank those of you that have just recently subscribed to my channel. Thank you for entrusting in me to be your spiritual oracle to guide you through your spiritual journey. I do have a caveat, and I am going to say this. By no stretch of the imagination am I perfect. And I have messages from people's spiritual team and guides that use profanity and curse. So if I give you a message, it is not about my vibration and it has nothing to do with me. I mean, absolutely, teetotally, nothing to do with my vibration and where I'm at. When I am helping people, I am like the Apostle Paul. I become all things to all people. Some people cannot register and assimilate high vibration stimuli and high vibrational messages, okay? Because you may be in higher consciousness and vibing high does not mean that everyone else on my channel is where you are. We are all on different levels spiritually. So my messages are not going to always be in that high vibrational delivery vehicle that you're used to. Sometimes my messages may be 3D. It may be a 3D message because I'm speaking to a 3D person. I have to reach people on their level, okay? Now, second of all, I want to give a shout out to everyone that joined my Millionaire Matrix group on Facebook yesterday. Yay! Congratulations, because you are truly on the road to becoming a millionaire with me. Let me explain something to you. I am empowered to give this advice because first and foremost, I have worked heavily and closely with millionaires. I have friends that are millionaires, and I myself, I basically wear the panties. I am the boss, okay? And I paid the cost to be the boss. That's why, all right? Now, I'm going to give you a short backstory because I don't want to take up all of your time with your reading. I want to really get right into that. But just last year, 2 months, me and my children, not last year, the year before last, 2018, from July to September, okay? Technically 3 months, me and my children, well, 2 months. Okay, yes, 2 months. Me and my children were homeless. We had nowhere to go. We were sleeping out of my vehicle, okay? Now, within a 2-week time, all right, I decided that I was going to use my skill sets and the things that my millionaire mentors and friends taught me, and I was going to manifest a vehicle. I manifested a BMW within 2 weeks. From there, 3 days later, after I got my BMW, within a 72-hour period or a 72-hour span, I manifested a $250,000 home from a millionaire who I didn't even know. I met through a mutual friend. This is why it's good to have millionaire friends, because they know people, they know people, they know people. It's not about what you know. It's about who you know. And I have learned this the hard way, thinking that having my doctorate, degree and being a doctor, that I know so much that I can pave my own way. No, honey, you cannot pave your own way. People need people, and you need to know how to network more than anything. Network is the name of the game. I'm not going to give a lot of the secrets away, but I am going to tell you that if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired of struggling with financial instability and not having enoughness, and you're tired of being stuck in that rut, then this group is for you. It's only $150 to sign up. $100 is the sign up fee. You pay for your monthly fee in advance, $50, and you're in there. And it's only a club fee of a monthly fee of $50 a month. You can afford that. That's less than, 33 cents a day or 40 cents a day? You can afford this. This is not something that you cannot do. This is not something that is going to be taxing. If you don't invest in you, how can you expect somebody else to? You probably spend more than $50 a week eating out in fast food. It is time for us to cut back in areas of our lives where we are wasting our money, and take that and invest it into yourself. Okay? If you're interested, I will drop the link below in the description box so you can sign up for the Millionaire Matrix and be on your way to earning your thousands, become a thousandaire if that's what you want, or on your way to becoming a millionaire if that's what you solely seek. But I am only looking for those that are interested. I am not going to babysit you. I'm not your mama. I'm not going to hold your hand. But I promise you, I will give you the tools that you need in order for your finances to triple. That I can guarantee you, but you have to do the work. I'm not going to do this work for you. This group is not, I'm a teacher and every day you're going to come to class, I'm going to teach you. No, this is self-paced. You are 100% empowered to make your own financial decisions and change your own lot in life around. I am just a vehicle. I am just the person that is going to give you my knowledge and share it with you. I also am going to do a weekly podcast where you'll be able to get secrets and information that can help you to transition from out of the poverty consciousness into the wealth consciousness, to go into the frequency of the millionaire. There is a frequency that the millionaires have, and I will give you that frequency and what it is. I will tell you what that millionaire frequency is. I will help you to raise your vibration to that frequency so you're always consistently in the millionaire frequency and you're being a co-creator alongside source, because it is your birthright, right? To be wealthy, to be abundant, to be prosperous, and to be rich. Okay? That is something that I am dedicated in doing and helping you to do as well. I'll go ahead and leave it there. Let's go ahead and call in some help. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Yod He Vahe, who will be able to give me the information that is necessary for this beautiful reading in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future. And so it is. Okay. Here we are, you guys. So on this side, we have the way that Divine Masculine is thinking about Divine Feminine. So this is Divine Masculine's headspace. And for those of you that are new, when I speak about Divine Masculine, I am talking interchangeably about energy, and I'm not speaking about sexual orientation. So please take it and apply it the way that it fits you. And if you're looking for something a little bit more specific, check out my description box. And as you are intuitively guided, you can choose a service that works best for you. Now, this right here is Divine Masculine's energy and what he's thinking of and what is in his current vibration and his current aura. Okay, so this is his current energy for the collective. All right, so here we go. We got the first card. Divine Masculine is looking at Divine Feminine as being the High Priestess. You are lovable, you are magical, you are whimsical, and everything about you, this man is just like in total awe. Okay, you are basically this man's Achilles heel. You are his guilty pleasure. He loves indulging in you because you have learned how to work all of the elements. Fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether, all 6 of the elements you have gained mastery over. But on the flip side of that, it scares him too, because you're the one that can clearly see through his bullshit. You are the only woman that the moment, the very instant that he tells you a lie, you instantaneously knows. You know with that inner knowing, not knows, you know with that inner knowing that he's lying to you. And that scares him because he can't pull the wool over your face, okay? The world is full of horrible people. But one thing that you have as a gift from Source is the gift of wisdom and discernment. He also knows that you have multiple people that are after you. You have multiple men and suitors that are after you. And he feels like in some way he may have compromised his position because of the lies and the deceit and the betrayal between the two of you. He knows that he has betrayed you, left you, went off into third-party relationships. Also, third party can be location. He may have moved away. Take what resonates. He may have started a job that keeps him completely away from you because he's so heavily involved with working long hours. And that is a defense mechanism, a defense coping mechanism for him to try to not think about you as much and trying to get you out of his mind because you are constantly on his mind 24/7. And so this is kind of like a form of escapism. All right. This is how he mentally escapes, by indulging and overworking. But how about it's not working? Because you are so magical, you are so powerful that even when he's working, his ass is still thinking about you. He can't get over you. He can't quite figure out why he has not gotten over you. He has done everything for self-soothing with alcohol to being promiscuous and having sex with multiple people, or having sex with one person and overindulging in sexuality, because he wants to try to get over you, but has realized that the more that he indulges in these low vibrational behaviors, the more that he's forced to transform, okay, and to awaken. And he gets what is called a soul shock. All right. He gets a shock to his aura, and he thinks about you even the more so. And it scares him because nothing like this has ever happened to him in his whole entire life. And so the fact that you are the cause of it is keeping him out of communication with you, because for whatever reason in his 3D mind, he feels like if he continues to avoid you, then eventually it will go away. But he is finding out sooner than later that it actually is just the opposite. It's actually perpetuating the situation and prolonging his suffering. Okay? But you are the high priestess. He's in love with you. You are beautiful. You have knowledge. You also carry the energy of Isis, okay, or Artemis. Take what resonates. This is the same energy. And that is that energy of the goddess that you have and you harness. And when you're connected, you're definitely connected spiritually. And he doesn't deny that. And I want to tell anybody that is here, a spiritual connection is stronger than a physical connection, baby. I'd rather have a spiritual connection with you all day long, because physically, someone can do something to get over you physically. But baby, I don't care what you do. There is nothing that you can do to get over me if we have that spiritual connection. Can nothing replace it? Can nothing shake it? Because it's an unbreakable bond. It's a threefold cord that cannot be easily broken. So he looks at you as having your guard up, because remember, this is his energy and in his thoughts about you. But it also can be that you guys are mirroring one another, because you probably set boundaries. This is the reason why you have these two swords in your hand. You're like, I have already drawn the line. I have set boundaries. And because of that, he feels like he can't approach you because he's scared of rejection. Now, it also could be that he's struggling to make a decision to come towards you. I feel like this person has made excuses after excuses because they want to feel justified in the actions and the inactions towards you. Okay? Take what resonates. But this person, for whatever reason, they have their guard up when it comes to love. I really feel like it could be past life issues. It could also be current life issues. They've not had a good go around when it comes to their choice in women or their choice in lovers. Take what resonates. And because of that, they have taken a great deal of that out on you. Not intentionally, but whether it's intentional or unintentional, the point of the matter is, it is what it is. This person has taken their poor behavior choices and decisions out on you, and it has strained this relationship. But they are in the position to right now where they need to make a choice. They need to make a decision. All right, so they look at you as being in this King of Wands energy, very passionate, very loving, very dominant. Okay, right now, Divine Feminine, you are in your masculine energy. A lot of us Divine Feminines are in our masculinity. We're in our masculine energy. And for some Divine Masculines, this could be intimidating. They can be put off by this energy, but they don't realize that they were the catalyst for this. They left you with no choice but to come into this protective energy and to stand for what you desire and what you are passionate about. And this is about not downplaying what you want. You're not going to take any watered down, diluted, polluted man that does not have a backbone and that is spineless. No, you have done enough babysitting. It is time for Divine Masculine to rise into his masculinity and his femininity and have union within self. And this is what you are mirroring back to Divine Masculine. And he sees that. He sees your masculine power. And this is another thing that is causing him to be intimidated and why he's not reaching out to you, because he hasn't came fully into his masculinity. He is still a boy in so many ways. And I'm not saying this to be disrespectful. I am calling a spade a spade. It is what it is. Sugarcoating is not going to help you here. You need to know the unadulterated truth. Okay? Provided that you have all of the facts, you'll be better able to see a situation more clear. And I'm not going to be the one to do you a disservice and cloud your judgment and cloud your perspective by sugarcoating. That's not who I am, and that's not how I get down. So this person is very intimidated by your masculine power, the masculinity, because you have balanced, for many of you, both the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine within, and you are experiencing true union. And they feel that. And they know that they can't come to you half-stepping. They either got to come to you with a full step or step out of your life. A lot of you Divine Feminines have pulled your energy back from your Divine Masculine, all right? And Divine Masculines are feeling that in the collective. You have the Six of Coins. This person knows that they have, they know that they've been a piece of work. They've been a pistol, all right? They've been half-stepping. They have not been giving you all of what you solely deserve. So they know that they have to come in and give you reciprocity, and that this has to be a reciprocal relationship now. And they're thinking heavily about that. A lot of them are feeling guilty. A lot of them are feeling bad. They're feeling feelings of remorse because they know that you deserve it more than anybody, but yet and still they've given it to third party energies. They've given, and they've even overcompensated in some of these relationships to keep these relationships because they're scared. They have insecurities of not being stable. And that's what the coins represent. It represents stability. It looks like your person is coming out of like a bad time, you know, where they were struggling with the Five of Coins, feeling like they were left out in the cold and that they had no choice but to cling to this karmic relationship because they were looking for stability. But now they're coming out of that because they feel like even in that relationship, it was still unstable. There was still an unbalancing of the scales. Maybe the karmic was overcompensating too. Maybe the karmic was doing whatever that they could do in their power to keep the connection, and vice versa. Maybe Divine Masculine was trying to do everything in his or her power to keep the connection because they knew that if not, they will be back left out in the cold. And they were basically operating out of fear more so than they were operating out of love. But they know that they have to come back, and they have to come back correct, and they have to give you equality and equal love. Okay? They look at you as being the empress, very fertile. A lot of them even daydream about getting you pregnant. For those of you that are still in your child rearing years, take what resonates. For those of you that are over that, and for some of you that are not even thinking about children, they still think about having a family with you, and they think about you as being the overall woman that is formidable, that is fertile, that is productive. Okay? Maybe they want to come and join you in enterprise and own a business and start a business with you, or help you out in your existing business. Take what resonates. But this man knows that you are the woman of all women, the goddess of all goddesses. Okay? And that's the way they view you. Nothing less. They know that you are their divine counterpart. They know that you are their soulmate. Okay? So there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They know who you are. They're not in the dark about that. They're wanting to come towards you. They want to give you the foundation that you rightfully and soulfully deserve. All right. 4 of Wands deals with foundation. This is definitely a twin flames card and the Empress card. This is the reason why I made it a divine feminine and divine masculine reading. All right. I make it based off of the cards, not based off of what I'm trying to promote, because this is not about me, you guys. This is about source. And I deliver to you what source tells me to deliver to you. So this also is about celebration, pregnancy, engagement, and weddings. All right. So this is coming up, and this is coming for you, because this is what is on divine masculine's mind at this current moment. He wants to offer you something that is more stable, more promising, and that's going to bring you more joy in your life and his life, because right now divine masculine is at that stage where he wants something that is steady. He wants something that is, promising, because he's in a connection with someone that is not you, and he's feeling it in his manhood. All right. He's feeling regret for listening to friends and family alike about seeking out connections outside of you, because no one has even came close to lighting a match to you. And he has suffered dearly by listening to outside sources and voices. Now let's get into divine masculine's current energy. Okay. So divine masculine currently at this time is in the 5 of Wands energy. He is, for some of you, in competition with you, maybe jealous. That's going on really heavy in the collective. He may be jealous of you. Maybe you might have your own YouTube channel, for those of you that own your own YouTube channel, and you may have a lot of subscribers, and he's like, wow, what's so different about her where she has all these subscribers? I can do that. Like, I feel he's constantly in comparison with you. Even, the way that you dress. Well, I can dress good too. It's just pettiness. It's just the era in I'm just going to say, a state of mind of pettiness is what's going on with some of you divine masculines when it comes to your divine counterpart. Another thing that I'm picking up is that he's in competition with you. He's in competition with himself, right? And he may also feel that you have so many other suitors that are after you because you're just that damn beautiful. You got it, girl. You got it, girl. And he knows it. And so with that being said, he may be in competition with unknown competition, or it may not even be any competition at all, but it's in his head. He thinks that you are with someone. He thinks that you're in a relationship because that's what he's doing. Remember, I told you that we are all mirroring each other in this. So he thinks that what he's doing, you're doing the same. And so he's making sure that he's one-upping you and everything, right? If you're in a relationship, so he's in a relationship, he really don't like the relationship. He really don't even like the person, right? But he's in it because he thinks that you're doing the same thing. So he's doing it for all the wrong reasons, but yet and still in this mental mind frame where he is, it's leaving him in illusion. And it's an illusion and a mental trap that he created for himself based off of his own insecurities. And I believe that a lot of times they have accused you of being insecure, but really it wasn't you that was insecure, it was them. Didn't mean for that to happen. He is definitely in the Page of Swords. He wants to come in. All right. He really wants to come in with this childhood like nostalgia. Some of your divine masculines may be younger than you. And if they're not younger than you, then they are definitely immature. All right. They definitely give you that immature face, that immature side. But with the Page of Swords, they are in observation mode right now. They're observing how they're going to come in, how they're going to get to you, but you definitely are on their mind and you're definitely unshakable. All right. They can't get you off their mind, not even if they try. There's a decision that has to be made between you and another person with this divine counterpart, because you have the Two of Wands. They need to make that decision. Now, I do want to say that another interpretation for the Two of Wands, especially with the previous cards that I've laid down, it could be that they've already made that decision, okay? Because the Three of Wands is like when they're in that contemplation mode. But when you come into the Two of Wands, it's about coming together. And I really feel like they've already made that decision to be with you, but they secretly have kept that from you. Like they're not vocalizing and they're not eternalizing the way that they really feel. And they're not really stepping forward to you and being honest about their true thoughts and emotions. Okay. All right. So the Three of Cups is that they definitely had you in a third party. There was definitely a third party energy. It doesn't necessarily mean that it was a lover. It doesn't have to be, a love interest, but it could be for some of you. And then it could just definitely be that they put something that has a karmic tie and connection before you. That could be by choosing to stay in a location where they live, or that could be a job, or it could be friends and family alike. It could be people on the outside that have influenced them to stay away from you, that this person has allowed to come in between the two of you. Okay. Now, they are in the Four of Swords. They are learning now to cut out things that no longer serve them. They are dreaming about you. You guys are together in an astral plane. A lot of you are sending messages back and forth with your divine masculine telepathically. They are receiving the messages. This is your confirmation. Okay, if you were just wondering if they were getting the message, yes, they are. And this is the reason why they have gotten to this place in their life where they're realizing what's good for them and what's not. They are awakening. All right. The Four of Swords is the awakening card, especially in the upright position. They are coming out of the slumber. They're coming out of their sleep. Okay. And they are really, truly putting themselves in isolation. This is also known as the isolation card for some tarot decks as well. They could still be in a third party with a person, for those of you that your person is really with a person, but they're still in deep isolation. They're not telling whoever they're with that they still love you, and they actually love only you. You see, this other person is just there for instant gratification. I feel like they're only using this other person for sex. Take what resonates. Some divine masculines is only using this person because it's like survival of the fittest, because this person in some way is helping them out with their livelihood and their lot in life, maybe financially. Maybe they came together to take some burdens off divine masculine, so he's not fronting the bill all by himself, and so he can have extra money. So he proposed to be with this person so they could, build together like a partnership. I feel like this is more of a partnership than a relationship, but it's like sex with benefits type of relationship. That's the energy that I'm getting. But they're not in love with this person. They really love you, and this other person doesn't know it. All right. So the last card that we have here is the Seven of Coins. And with the Seven of Coins, I feel like your person is working really hard for the fruits of their labor. And they know that they're not exactly where they need to be financially. And this could be another reason that's keeping them away from you, because they ventured off for greener pasture, trying to outdo you financially, for some of you, to outdo themselves even, so they can have bragging rights, so they can be like, I told you I could do it without you. I told you I didn't need you. Or not even to even vocalize it as so much as just showing you. Okay? But they don't realize that you are a part of the fruits of their labor. It's not always about the material plane of existence, divine masculines. It's about what you put into your spiritual account. And what you put in there is a direct manifestation and correlation to what shows up in your physical world. And for some of the divine masculines, they're still struggling with the physical and the spiritual dimension, and basically the integration of those energies in order for them to ascend. Okay. But a lot of them are ascending, which is denoted by, let me come back to it. The Four of Swords. That's about their awakening, their spiritual awakening, and their ascension. They are truly ascending, but what is keeping them held back from being able to transition a lot smoothly and having it be a lot quicker is because they're still focused on their coins, more so their spirituality. All right, so let's see how this divine masculine is going to come back in, because he is coming back in. He cannot shake divine feminine. You are definitely his guilty pleasure. I really feel like, he has tried to replace you, but has come to know that you're irreplaceable. Hands down, there's no one like you. I mean, even sexually, you've topped them all. He cannot outdo you even in sex. He's tried. He's tried to replace you with different people, and no one has given him that cosmic orgasm that you can give him, that Kundalini rising, none of that. He is still stuck in his Kundalini energy. It has not risen all the way, because only you can make that Kundalini rise all the way up, divine feminine, and that is your superpower. I've come to the conclusion of your beautiful reading. If you want to meet me on the other side for $11.11, I would be more than happy to go into deeper and expansion of this relationship and connection. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my wish list on Amazon, and it will appear on a channel. I now wrap you in my love, and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste.